In this first look video from InfluenceWP, we are checking out a WordPress plugin called PDF Poster, which is going to allow you to easily embed PDFs into your WordPress website, whether you're using the block editor, a page builder, a widget area, and so on. Before we poke around the website here a bit further and then look at the actual solution together, just a quick bit of housekeeping. First look videos cover products we have no prior experience with. They show vendors how new users experience their website and product for the very first time. These videos are unedited, high-level introductions that are not paid for, they're not sponsored, and they contain no affiliate links. If you'd like videos like this created for your business, go to influencewp.com/partners and request your free lifetime partner membership. And we thank B Plugins, which is the team behind PDF Poster, for being a partner. If you like what you see in this video, go over to InfluenceWP, find the deals area, do a search for PDF Poster, and grab an exclusive offer. Okay. All right. So the website we are working with is bplugins.com. Once you're there, just go up into the nav area, hover over products, and you will find PDF Poster from the drop down there. Okay. All right. So like I said, easily embed PDFs into your WordPress site. Lots of different ways that you can do that with this plugin. What I typically like to do is look for a couple of key areas on the website before we look at the solution. So is there an about page? Is there a change log? What's the documentation like? Things like that. So that's what I'm looking for. And features, of course. So here, right off the bat, I see a list of features. I want to just quickly rattle these off because I don't want to miss any, in case I miss any when we do the actual review of the product. So Raw PDF Viewer. Raw PDF Viewer allows you to embed PDFs without the black view frame, which we will see. I've seen some screenshots in their documentation, so it's you can just do only the PDF without the external design of around the border, if you will. Protected content. So maybe you want to lock down certain content, put up a paywall, whatever the reasoning may be. Preset, save your time by presetting your viewer preferences. So maybe next time you go set one up, set up a PDF embed, and those presets are going to be there for you. You can add PDFs with shortcodes, Gutenberg blocks, classic editor. You can add a sidebar toggle menu in the viewer. You can put a download button so to download your PDFs. There's a full screen option. So if you want to blow up that PDF and take up your entire screen, there's translate options. And if you want to jump to a specific page, so set jump to a specific page number of the PDF if you want to do that. Then they've got a whole host of demos here. Let me just pull up one demo so we can see how it looks before we do one ourselves. Let's see here. Show download button on top. Let's check this one out. Okay, there you go. So here we see the download button, and we have that black frame around the PDF that I was referring to in a bit earlier. So that's kind of what we're dealing with. And then they've got all kinds of other demos that you can check out. All right, let's see. Let's try to find some documentation. They're all over social media if you want to follow what they're up to. Let's check out the About page, documentation, our team. Okay, I'm not seeing a change log. So a recommendation I would have is to include a change log. And when you do that change log, then please include the dates along with the version numbers to help establish that trust with customers. So great way to communicate with your customers. Okay, on the About Us page, so we see a little bit about the team, and we do have some faces with names here. So that is good. Yes, really good About Us page. Sizable team, very, very good. All right, here's our documentation. So we can find the specific documentation for PDF Poster. Here we go. Looks to be some good documentation. Let's go into one of these guides, see what's what. So we have some nice screenshots with some annotations. Cool. All right, so documentation looks good. I'm going to move that to my other screen in case we need it. All right, so that looks good. The only thing is just a change log. I think everything else looks fine. Potentially a roadmap would be good, but I think for now, change log is the only thing really pressing, I would say. Okay, let's check this out. I have PDF Poster installed. That's the only plugin I have installed and activated on here. Not that a theme really matters all that much in this case, but I just have the free Ollie theme from the WordPress repository. It is a block-based theme. Highly recommend it. Okay, let's go into PDF Poster. And it looks like we have at the main menu item, we can contact support, check the documentation, give a rating of the plugin, visit their website, check out all of the demos right here in your WordPress dashboard. So that's really cool. Let's go over to the PDF Poster submenu item. So this is where you would add your first PDF. We will skip that for now. Let's go to settings. Right off the bat, we are met with the quick embedder settings. So this is going to be when you use the quick embedder. So they're giving us an idea of what that short code is going to look like if we use the quick embedder. So it's going to be PDF underscore embed space URL equals, and then the path to your file. But once you set it like that, then this is going to be all of those, the default settings around it. Okay. You can do things like set the height and the width. Can they print the file? Can they do it show a full screen button to blow it up full screen? Do you want to protect the content? So this is the default settings here for the quick embedder. Okay, then they give you some nice options here to do some resets if you want to like kind of start over with your settings. Let's go to custom CSS. So they provide a nice custom area, convenient area, I should say, for your custom CSS. Depending on how you like to add CSS to your website, this may or may not be desirable for you, but for those that are like to enter CSS in this particular type of place, then that might be for you. Let's go to preset. So this is again global settings for the whole shebang, if you will. I believe that's what it is. So I'm guessing like that is the overall, but if you're using the quick embed, this is going to take precedent here. Okay, so you've got the overall preset, then you've got the quick embedder, then you've got the short code, but a lot of these settings are very similar. But for short code, we have the option to enable Gutenberg shortcut generator, and we have that turned on. And then last, we have a cloud API. So if you want to connect to your files over on Dropbox, you can, or over in like your Google Drive, you can do that, or in your Adobe account. Here we have a link to, if you happen to be one of their affiliates or you want to sign up to be an affiliate, you can do that. Here we have our account information. We're not going to go into there. And you can contact them and then go to pricing. Okay, so it looks like the main thing we need to worry about here is the settings and then the PDF poster. So let's just go create a PDF. I'm going to do add PDF. And let's just clear this out. Okay, so yeah, okay, let's do this. Here's we're creating our PDF. My fault there. We'll call this IWP PDF. Let's click upload here to find our PDF. Before hitting record, I generated just a PDF from some of the content from the InfluenceWP website. So I'm going to select that here. Okay, so there is our PDF with our default settings for PDF poster. So let's go ahead and publish this. And then we will look at this page on the, let's see here, let's go. So it gives you this, and then let me pull up that sidebar again. Go back over here, let's refresh. So that gives us our PDF there, and now we've got those short codes. Okay, whether it's just this PDF one right here or the raw. So that raw again would be without that black border. I'm just going to copy this short code. And let's just say hypothetically, I wanted to drop this onto a page. Let's use this test page. Sorry, I've got a short code in here from another video. I'll clear this out so we can start over. Okay, here we go. So if you're not familiar with the block editor in WordPress, you can just do a slash that leans to the right with your keyboard, or you can click on this plus symbol up here in the top left. Okay, we're going to choose short code. We're going to paste in that short code we copied, save. Now let's view this page on the front end. There we go. So now we've got our PDF. This black border right here, we've discussed this a couple of times already. This is actually a special engine that PDF Poster puts in here. So when you use your browser to view other PDFs, when you're not using this particular plugin, you still kind of get some functionality around, things that you can do like around text, zooming in and zooming out. But this area you see here around the PDF is actually unique to PDF Poster. They've got some of their own engine running in there, if you will. Okay. And we see this view full screen button. Let's go ahead and click on that. So that's going to give us that full screen look. Escape to get out of that, maybe? Nope. Let's click the back button. There we go. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the options that we have. Again, with this black border, you can do a search. There's highlights, match case, so all kinds of search options there. You can navigate the page, then the zoom. So we're on page 1 we see here. So we can navigate the pages, change the zoom. We can do a highlighter, that sort of thing, and so on and so forth. Okay, let's go ahead and go back into our settings. So remember, we did the quick embedder, I believe is how that was done. So let's see if that is the case. Let's go show file name on top. Let's toggle that on and see if that triggers. So that's already up there. Oh, sorry, wrong page. Here we go. So here's our page. Okay, so that's not coming in. So that tells me this might actually be this quick embedder. Show file name on top. Let's save that. Nope, that didn't work either. So where is that full screen coming from? View full screen. How is that coming into play? Let's do this. Let's reset everything in here. Let's turn all of this off. Save. So if you're watching this be plugins, it looks like that reset doesn't actually work unless I'm doing something wrong. So let's get just everything back, turn everything off here. There we go. Okay. So now when I refresh this is actually the name of our page, but I think this button should go away. Nope. Okay. Maybe it's in the actual PDF. Let's go back to our PDF poster. Let's go into that PDF. We've got the block selected. Okay, we've got our PDF in there, our presets, settings. Okay, here we go. So you can do this on a case-by-case basis. Okay, there it is. That's where it's coming from. See right here on my right-hand part of my screen, show full screen button. There we go. Yeah, so on a case-by-case button. So this is a nice way to easily see how this stuff is going to take hold. But again, back here is going to be like the global settings, right? Okay, so let's just tinker with some of these. Use Adobe PDF Embedder. We can't do that because the Adobe key is missing. We talked about that earlier. Let's turn on Protect My Content. When you do this, from my understanding, that they won't be able to do, they'll be able to view the document, but they won't be able to do anything else. So let's include a download button. Where is that here? Trying to find where that download button is. Bear with me for a second. Maybe we can't do it in here. Oh, okay. Here you go. So you have the presets. So once you set your preset, let's go back over to settings. Here's our presets right here. So you could come in here and just under presets, add a new preset. My preset, and then configure it however it is that you want. And then click create down here in the bottom right and set it up. So that way, when you go to do other PDFs, you can use that preset. So when I toggled on protect my content, it actually, okay, there we go. So it hides that download button. See that right here? Show download button. So that effectively turns it into read-only mode. Okay, cool. All right, we'll untick that. Let's say allow print. Okay, cool. So that unlocks that ability to print. Show title on top. So here we go. Here's the title of our PDF. We're going to turn that off. Raw PDF. When we toggle this on, it should remove this black border around the PDF. So maybe you have some specific reason for doing that. Maybe your own styling you want to take hold, or you just don't want to present those actions that appear around the border, like zoom and navigation. Enable Google Doc Viewer. So again, if you're connected through your Google Docs, then that's where that would come into play. And they have a note here, only works with Microsoft Edge. Let's toggle on Show Download button. There we go. Let's go ahead and save that. Check it out on the front end. Let's download the file. There we go. That works great. What else? What else? Oh, you can change the name of the button. Download me. All right, what else? Full screen button, we already saw that. Enable thumbnails toggle menu. Not quite sure what that does. Okay, it's right here. So let's go ahead and save this. It's this little icon right here in the top left, it looks like. There we go. So this right here. There we go. So then you get these nice thumbnails where you can quickly jump between pages. Super cool. All right, let's go back. Show thumb by default. So if we want that sidebar to be on by default, we can do that. Load the latest version of the PDF. Not quite sure what that means, because wouldn't it always be the last version of the PDF if that's what you uploaded to your site? So I'm not quite sure what that means. Horizontal scroll bar. That would be, there we go. So you see that down here in the bottom left. So if you want to scroll right to left, let's go ahead and save this. Check it out on the front end. So if you happen to have a file that's for some reason is overrunning like left and right, then you can have that that scroll bar there. All right, hide toolbar on the right. Okay, so that's hiding this right here, this upper right toolbar. That right there proves that this is their own proprietary engine that they are adding, because we can toggle that off right there. Enable pop-up. Okay, so once we do that, it hides the PDF, and they have to click this button. And then once you put that on here, you can change the text, open me. You can set the initial page. Let's try jumping to page 2. We can set the zoom level. We will leave that alone. You can add some custom classes if you want to style this with CSS and whatever else you want to do. All right, let's go ahead and save and refresh. Okay, so imagine dropping this button onto a page, this PDF onto a page. Click open me. There you go. Very cool. Let's go over to the style tab. And here we can change height, width. Maybe we want to change our button color to red. Maybe we want to change our text color to black. Adjust the padding, and so on and so forth. So super cool stuff. There we go. Okay, let's go back to our settings and just wrap. We'll wrap up here. I think you guys get the idea. Super slick. But here's like the presets for the stuff that everything that we just went over. So here's the quick embedder option. Here's the preset option, and we went over that. We figured out that's when you're in here and you're messing with the block and whatnot. You can choose a preset and even create a preset from the block editor. Enable Gutenberg shortcode generator. I'm not sure what that does, since we've already shown that you can embed into Gutenberg /block editor. So I'm not quite sure what that feature does, but it's not a huge deal. We saw that we can embed this stuff. So not a problem. Let me look at their docs really quick and see if there is a mention. Okay, Gutenberg, let's see here. It's not a specific document for this particular plugin. So anyway, not a huge deal. You guys get it. This plugin is super easy to work with. potential monetization strategy of, how do they get to this PDF, but how do they get to this button to be able to upload the PDF? Maybe you have some versions of the PDF that's viewable to everyone, some that are protected. Again, a monetization strategy, lots of options, and very easy to work with. So again, if you like what you see in this video, go to influencewp.com, find the deal section, do a search for PDF poster, and grab that exclusive deal. All right, I will see you guys in the next video.